Sneaky here.
I'm Guy.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Jace, also known as BC.
And this is the Late Night OTT Jazz Hour. Here, we're going to talk about politics, music, culture.
Whoa, no politics, no politics.
And none of those things. We are here today to talk about the realest and the illest. What's in the streets? What's in the streets?
Sports! Sports!
True, that's true.
Hoodlums, crime, a very corrupt society.
Oh yeah, Gotham's crazy.
Dirty.
Yeah, crazy.
Real dirty.
Very scary. But I heard this dude who like dresses up in all black and like just leaves from building to building, you know, giving people traumatic brain trauma and stuff like that. It's not him. You know, he actually has muscle. You know, he's not like tall and lanky. He doesn't kill too. That's really weird. Cause like he'll just leave in the hospital with like serious like stuff. You know?
And do you guys like when you were growing up watching like Toy Story 3 especially? The ending of that movie and how sad and gut wrenching that was. How was that okay?
Low-key.
Cinema masterpiece. Cinema masterpiece. I cried my heart out. I was like 12, but I cried.
Cars 3 almost had me.
We're talking about Toy Story here?
No, I'm saying you should call it a cinematic masterpiece. I want to call it a cinematic masterpiece. But low key, I do relate to Andy because it's like he's leaving a part of like his childhood, and like all of us, we're about to like, you know, like,
Graduate.
Yeah, graduate.
We moving on, bigger, better things, maybe a little worse. Who knows?
I guess you could say we're leaving our little Woodies behind.
That was good.
That's a really good
That was
way to
good.
move on.
I think we should get the bad jokes out of the way now.
That was a good one, though. That was good.
All right,
I'll put flag in it, though.
let's talk hoops, guys.
Oops.
NBA playoffs, full swing. First round just finished. Our Cleveland Cavaliers have
Jimmy
already been
Butler.
knocked out.
Sadly.
Got bounced first
Jimmy
round.
Butler's Michael Jordan's son. Yes. Keep it
That
going.
is a conspiracy we should talk about. You wanna explain it?
Oh, I would love to.
Go for it. Go ahead.
My wonderful father informed me that he thinks, or not he thinks, he knows that Jimmy Butler is the direct son of Michael Jordan. And you can see in the way they play, very aggressive styles of them playing. And they also kind of look alike. And where did Michael Jordan play for most of his career? Chicago. Where is Jimmy Butler from?
Chicago.
Also, Jimmy Butler's father, so-called got up and left when he was 13.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, so-called, got up and left his son
When he was
when
13.
he was 13.
I would like to backtrack a little bit. The rumor that they look the same, I personally don't agree with. I think we can throw the image up right now. I don't see it. I really don't see it.
I don't know.
I see it. Right, those eyebrows, that face, bone structure.
You can see behind the eyes is just pure
Those are-
rage and intensity of being the best on the court. Now, if you want to talk about someone who is actually,
That's a smiling face right
you
there.
want to know who's directly the son of Michael Jordan?
Okay, this one's a little better.
Mel Gibson. No, not Mel Gibson. What's that one? Mo Williams.
Booby. Oh no, that's Booby Gibson. Fuck.
Booby. No, matter of fact, Dean Wade. Dean Wade is the direct son of Michael Jordan, and I'm not arguing with anyone.
Alex, do you know who Dean Wade is?
Look up Dean
A
Wade.
black
Yeah.
man.
No. Look up Dean Wade right
That's
now.
Dean Wade. We'll pop up the picture for y'all as well. That's Dean Wade.
That is the GOAT right there. That is going to be.
You said this is Michael
That's
Jordan's son?
Michael Jordan's
This is the
son.
White Mamba son, my friend.
You guys actually.
This is
I
the
think-
White Mamba son.
Speaking on Dean Wade, do you guys think he will be wearing a Cleveland Cavaliers uniform next season?
No.
Maybe not. I feel like we're gonna.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Did he not sign a hefty contract right
But
before the season
don't
started?
you think that Kobe Altman is gonna look at the Knicks bouncing us in the first round? The lack of the bench presence.
Yeah.
You don't think that he's gonna make some drastic moves to beef up that bench a little bit?
I wouldn't be surprised if he got traded.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we
I
would
think
just
you
wait
should
him.
Because
we need.
I mean, just last season he signed a 3-year, $18.5 million contract with Cleveland.
How old is he now? Because there's no chance he's worth that
Young.
anymore.
Yeah.
He is 26.
But is he the bench body that we need? I feel like this. Everyone used the
No.
excuse, "Oh, the Cavs are so young; they'll be back." yeah, we'll be back, but there's no fight. When I look at that team, there's no fight. Chetty Osman is not a guy that puts that extra fight in to get that rebound. He's just not. I personally think we need fits like, Patrick Beverly could be a great fit.
Yeah.
Kevon Looney is balling right now in the Warriors. I know he's not a free agent, but you have to think. I believe he's on a 2-year deal, so it'll be expiring next year. You have to think if someone goes in and throws a good offer, the Warriors would not decline it because I don't know if they want to give him that much money.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. I think another thing is, do we look to possibly shop Jared Allen after the horrendous performance we saw against New York?
That was awful. Genuinely, it was one of the worst playoff performances I've ever seen.
I think it's just like jitters, because everybody gets that.
He's been there.
I mean,
has
we know the quote. We'll put up the quote for you guys, but we know the quote. He did say the lights were too bright.
The lights were too
He
bright.
admitted the lights were bright.
Too bright for him. The lights were too bright for
Darius Garland.
And I won't hesitate to say that for Donovan Mitchell. They
For
were
Donovan
too.
Mitchell,
A guy that's been there.
Game 4 and 5, he was lacking in the second quarter.
But I'll give Donovan Mitchell the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he's been in deeper situations in the playoffs with the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
But being it is his first year in the Cleveland Cavaliers uniform, and what he was able to accomplish for us this season. I mean, I was at the 72-point game. He took over, and that's what he did in countless amounts of games for us this season.
What I also think, it's like regular season and playoffs is like completely different. I don't think we should just count out the Knicks like that. Yeah, we should have won. We should have beat them on paper, but just looking at the way they're playing, like they just, they wanted. They just wanted to win more than us. That's just simple.
Genuinely, I don't think we can. I'm a Cavs fan till the day I die. I don't think we're making out of the first round with just the starting 5 we have. We need bench depth, and that is something we don't have.
Heart.
Of course, can any team win without bench depth?
No.
Depth.
No.
I'm
To
tired.
a certain extent,
The
yes.
Warriors.
To a certain extent, yes.
The Cavs in 2016.
But those are all
But that's
superstars.
You have LeBron.
That's overwhelming power.
Exactly.
That's
Cavs-
overwhelming.
the Cavs-
Oof.
yes, we have Donovan Mitchell, but he isn't what LeBron was for us in 2016.
Yeah, no, he can't.
We are a team now.
LeBron had help too. Like it's not like
Hey!
he had Kyrie. He had Kevin Love.
No, he did. Trust me.
He had a tall ass center.
Balling that
Listen,
year.
JR.
And Iman. Don't count both of them out.
We
They
had
were
one
still
hell of a
balling.
lineup in 2016, and I will not discredit that.
Right.
But you can sit there and tell me that the assets around Donovan Mitchell aren't stronger
Yeah, no.
than the assets that LeBron had around him at that time.
They just they're just missing. I think
They don't have the
that veteran leader.
experience. They
Yeah,
do not
don't
have the
that-
experience.
They don't have that veteran leader. We had Kevin Love.
No,
We-
but that's not the type of
listen-
leadership that we were lacking.
But listen,
in my
yes,
opinion.
exactly. Because listen, Kevin Love may have been a veteran leader for us,
Mhm.
but the same problem with that is we picked him up from the Timberwolves without much like playoff experience. So his playoff experience came from
LeBron.
exactly. So
So it's like the leadership rubbed off on him.
exactly.
And I think
That's
he's
why I say he was such a
no
he was such
he
a veteran leader for us.
the leadership skipped over him. He's not that bad. He's not that much of a leader.
Kevin Love was a very solid leader for us.
Yeah.
But
And
he
did his part
didn't.
too. I was sad
Oh
to see him
yes,
go.
yeah.
At
That
first-
was that hurt.
At
That's
first,
so
I was
sad.
like, we got to get rid of Kevin, but then it's like
I think that one of our biggest underperformers also in the first round that not many people are talking about is Ricky Rubio, a guy that we brought back in to bring that type of leadership to the team, be that veteran guy that can go get you a bucket off the bench. And
What were
he failed to do that in
what
the
were your
series.
thoughts on JB Bickerstaff
Oh, he got completely outcoached,
though?
man.
And now
Don't even get me
and we
started.
also heard that Kobe is planning on keeping him, right?
Oh, yep. I think Kobe Altman, I'm not saying that he should be fired this season, but the fact that no one is talking about how he deserves to be on the hot seat is outrageous to me. That man, with that roster and the failure to make a move at the deadline, at least one move,
Yeah.
and keep the team around for vibes, that's unacceptable. And he should be held accountable for keeping the vibes. Because getting bounced in the first round because of vibes is something that, shouldn't be swept under
I
the rug.
believe Miles Turner, the center for the Pacers, trade deadline, he was looking to be shopped. Was he not?
Yeah, but I don't think he was looking to be shopped, and I don't know how that move would have played out. But I think his play style being so similar to Jared Allen's, I think it would have been more the same. I'm not sure how far the Pacers have been making it in the play if they have much playoff experience.
No, not one bit. But
Most was against us.
also, we brought in Robin Lopez
Yeah.
for fucking what?
Oh yeah, he didn't
To
do anything.
sit there with his socks pulled up to God here.
Sitting on bro doesn't even sit on the bench. He's
He's
not
sitting
warming
on the
the
floor.
He is not warming
Someone
the bench.
put him on the floor. That is crazy.
He is not even
Oh.
warming the bench. What is he doing there?
I don't understand. Oh, fucking.
But speaking of vibes,
Whoa! I heard that word.
What word? I heard a dolphin noise.
I heard fucking.
well, going back to what you said. Speaking of vibes, we have Henry Cejudo fighting bantamweight champ Sterling this Saturday. Now I want to go around the couch and see who everyone's got. Me personally, I got Henry. All right, amazing striker, amazing wrestler. We see what he could do against the likes of TJ Dillashaw, who's a dog, Dominic Cruz, who's a dog, but was low-key lacking because he was out of his prime. But still, I think Henry's going to be back to Triple C this Saturday. Thoughts?
I think I like Sterling in this fight. And, I'm not a UFC expert like you, but you look at Sterling and he's beat guys too. He beat Dillashaw. He beat Gon. He
Did beat Jan too.
He has a good record.
And everyone called him a fraud champ because Jan lost because I think kicked him like in the nards or something. No, yeah, he kicked him in the nards too hard, and everybody thought that Sterling. How do you say his first name?
Aljamain.
Because everyone thought Aljamain was faking it like the whole time, just like so he could like be the champ or whatever, and then beat Jan clean, if I'm not mistaken. No.
I mean, and I don't want to butt in on this.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't going to be a crazy like striking match by any means. Both these guys are wrestlers.
Yeah, it's gonna be grapple.
Sterling won the NCAA Division III wrestling title.
Yeah, Funk Master
all
gonna
know-
go off.
We all know who Triple C is.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody knows Triple C.
Yeah.
Funk Master is gonna go off.
Bro.
Hey, Mal.
Get on camera now.
Come introduce yourself. Come here. Come speak really closely into my neck.
This is Guy's twin brother, Mal. On camera. Chop chop.
Hey, who knows?
Out the fridge.
Maybe when we're doing our Premier League segment, he can join us.
I mean, honestly, he's here right now. I think we can come back to UFC. I think we have our Premier League master in the room right here with us. Mauricio, you'd like to come sit in right here, but come converse about the Premier League a little bit with us.
Tap in.
Come on, come sit right over in here.
Whoa. Some
Okay,
long ass
wow.
spider legs, I see.
Wow.
So I think before we really get into everything, go around to the teams we support, starting over there.
I don't watch the Premier League.
Do we want to look at the Premier League table?
But
Who are we rocking with this year,
who
Shane?
am I rocking with? The number 12 seed Chelsea.
Hey,
I don't know that much.
I think
the
you should
geek
kill
influence.
yourself.
No. I'm gonna be my own way. I'm gonna choose the Wolves. They got like a pretty cool thing going on. Plus, I played for them in FIFA and their jersey was sick. Wolves got like a raw jersey.
We're gonna move on to
I'm a Chelsea fan. Been a Chelsea fan. Didier Drogba, one of the greatest players of all time in the Prem. I'm sticking with us through the hard times. I've been to Stamford Bridge. I love that club more than I love some of the people I'm around right now.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna pass it on to Alex here because he has a history of switching teams. A little bit of a glory hunter.
okay. Whoa.
You could say
Whoa. Watch your mouth.
He was
Yeah.
He was an Arsenal fan until Man U landed Ronaldo.
Whoa.
And then just so happenly, he decided that Man U was
Sure.
his team for that season.
Actually got the years switched up. So let's start off at the beginning. Sidemen. Chris MD, he made me fall in love with Arsenal. But then, I'm going to be honest. After
like
them being
Man
at the bottom of the table for 4 years, I switched over to Man U 3 years ago. But then I found out Mao likes them. And quite honestly, that turned me off. So
So-
now I'm on Everton.
Everton.
So okay.
Wait,
so
when Arsenal are in 8th place,
Wait, can I
that's
change
too
my
bad for
in
you.
8th
But
place.
no, Arsenal were in 8th place
Wait, can
when
I
he
change-
supported them, and that's why he stopped supporting them. But Everton are in relegation watch, bro. What are they, like 18th?
19th with 34
19th.
points.
How
They
are you
just
an
drew
Everton
today- They just
fan,
drew
bro?
today against Leicester City.
Correction, 29 points, 34 matches played. But you know,
Negative
Sean
25
Dyche
goal
is a
differential.
booty
Wait, I want to
kicking,
change my
bro.
team. It's not Premier League, but Wrexham. They just got promoted.
Oh my
Ryan
god.
Reynolds working wonders.
And
Yeah.
Rob. Don't forget about Rob.
Yeah.
Wrexham is
Also-
so overrated. What they do isn't even that impressive. It's basically just what Manchester City did to win the Premier League.
Well,
they get some
no.
owners with a lot of
Wrexham
money
is
in the
winning.
league.
You cannot deny that Paul Mullen is their striker. For those of you that don't know, maybe I don't know if you guys keep up with Wrexham. They brought in Paul Mullen. I believe he was the League 2 top goal scorer. Wrexham was able to lure him in.
Lure him in. They paid him big fucking bucks
They lured
from
him in,
Ryan Reynolds
and they
TikTok,
did
man.
exactly.
And Rob.
And then he
McKinley.
came in, made an instant impact. You can't deny. No one thought they were going to get promoted this season.
No,
it's
some people
early in the
thought.
project. It was early in the project. Paul Mullen came in.
This is just
Dazzling.
what Manchester
Did what
City
he's
did.
been
I don't
paid
know
to
You
do.
why
guys are
this is
talking
so
about
fucked
this like so-called glory story. Zava came into AFC Richmond, and a team that it was expected to honestly just get relegated again, shot immediately up to 4th place in the Premier League, to then have Zava just randomly
He's
retire.
talking about a TV show, man.
Oh, you're talking about that last
And,
one.
and in all honesty, since then they've dropped back to like middle of the table.
Wait,
With still running
but
behind,
they lost
still
that one
running
dude.
behind their ace, Jamie Tart.
They lost that one dude though. Is he back?
Who?
It was like season 1.
What?
The
Wait,
dude
whoa, whoa, whoa.
who retired in the Man
I
City.
think you mean 2019.
Jamie Tart.
It was Jamie. Jamie left. Wait, is he? I haven't watched it.
He back.
Jamie is indeed back.
Look, we
Jamie's
haven't got on
back?
to me yet.
All right, tell us your Premier
So,
League team. I'll start while
I am a fan of the greatest football club of all time, Manchester United. You know, just every best. You should kill yourself. Every best player in the Prem ever, except maybe Thierry Henry, is a Manchester United player. Although I gotta say, recently after that Liverpool game, our football's been kind of dry as my fucking lips right now. So, but I do think we're get back on form, especially after next season. And if we do get Qatari ownership, you know, I'm just saying, if we become an oil club, I kind of been praying for the days like this. Okay.
I think we need a little bit of an intermission. And we're back, guys. We took a lovely little intermission. We're back and ready to talk even more because I know this kid loves to hear us talk.
Yeah, so fun.
All right,
Especially when the twins go at
All right,
it.
I think we forgot to mention my favorite Premier League
I
team.
think we
I just want to
did.
bring it out there. I mean, recent struggles from the years past, years prior, but currently sitting second in the Premier League, Arsenal. Grab it up for
I'm not gonna applaud.
Look at that form.
You
Look at that form.
You
Lost.
tied
And
3
then
of the last
draws
4
in a row.
games.
3 generational battles.
Alright.
They were
Alright.
number 1 for 90%
Alright.
of the league. 3 draws in a row. You fumble 2-0 lead to Liverpool at Anfield. Fumble
Can you
2-0
talk
lead to
about
West
Sam?
Ham. And then worst of all, concede 3 goals to Southampton and have to play catch up at the last minute at home at the Emirates.
Can we
bro.
talk about that recovery though? I was watching that game live.
They
that
shouldn't
recovery
have
from
had
Arsenal-
to make that recovery.
Yeah, but
They
Doesn't
should not have
matter.
had to
Teams
make that
crumble, man.
soccer.
Teams
Soccer.
crumble.
The
That's a
Premier
young
League is the
team.
Premier League.
That
That
is a
team
young
is in the
team.
Premier League because they deserve it. They
There's
can play
crumbling
ball.
and then there's
As a
crumbling.
Chelsea fan, one thing I learned
There's-
is there are no easy games in the Premier League.
There is
no
crumbling.
easy games.
I know about no easy games in the Premier League too. There is crumbling, but then there is crumbling when you are in a title race against Manchester
And I
City
get that. And
and
I
Pep
you're
Guardiola, and you can see 3
1 point
against
back.
Southampton,
1
and you
point
draw
back.
the last 3 games. You draw the last 3
You
games.
you did mention they are a point back, but you also forgot to mention the fact that Man City do have a game.
They
in
have
hand.
a game in hand
Yes,
too.
they do.
I
You
think
know what? You know what?
And do you think Man City's going to just lose that game all of a
Yes.
sudden?
I think we're forgetting one very important thing. The only
Because
team.
I am Jose Mourinho.
You want to know how Pep takes every game? You know why he's not going to lose? Because during the Fulham game, I don't know if you watched it, they shifted the camera onto Pep for a bit. Bro was looking stressed out. He was winning against Fulham, by the way, and it's just Fulham. He was looking stressed out. He was like,
That
this
is
all-
why
because
they
that's
have
how he
title
takes
winning
every game.
Wait. Alex was about to say something.
No, Shane, let's just
Alex,
Shane.
what you about to say?
Oh, I forgot at this point. It was like 2 minutes ago.
Okay, I will mention one thing. I do think that Man City can bottle it up just like Arsenal.
Man City don't
doing.
bottle. Look, I'm a United fan. I hate to admit it, especially this late into the season. Man City just don't bottle.
You
bro.
look at their schedule. I'm not saying it's difficult, but you have teams that are fighting for their lives to stay in the Premier League. You have Leeds. They play Leeds. You know, I'm not saying that Leeds will get a result. I'm just saying you're playing.
Man City
Leeds.
has struggled with Leeds in the past.
Just
You are
like
playing Leeds,
Man City versus
who are
Richmond.
fighting for their lives to stay in the Premier League. They don't want to go back down in the Championship. They're not a yo-yo
Talk all
team.
you want. Wrexham will beat all of them.
You have Leeds who are fighting for their lives. You have who else? Not to mention they play in the cup. They're in every single cup competition basically.
Yeah.
They have Champions League games to be played, FA Cup to be played. How they have a deep squad, but how deep does that squad go?
It doesn't need to be deep. It needs to have quality in it. Man City has one of the smallest squads in the league, actually. And yeah, I'd say it's still the best because think about who they have on that bench. It's not about how many players you have. You have Nottingham Forest and Chelsea. You guys have like the entire population of London on the bench. Doesn't matter though. They don't do anything there. Man City, every single player on the bench still does something.
To an extent, yes. Because a team like Man City, who is practicing every day, and this makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not saying this makes the entire fucking big whoop. But you got a team like Nottingham Forest, like you just said, who is going out there to practice with 30 guys.
Yeah.
You have a team like Man City that's going out to practice with 20 guys.
And
So
they know
you're
what to do.
running your starters in more drills than Nottingham Forest is.
But look at the results. I think the results speak for themselves. It's also the quality of the starters. I mean, just think about it like this. I think the best example of this is their striker position. They only have 2 people that could play striker on their team, Alvarez and Holland. But think about the fact, a bunch of top-tier teams would love to have a young, ambitious striker.
Holland is
like
a robot.
Alvarez, a young, ambitious striker like
Holland
Alvarez.
is a robot.
There is no team in the world that would not want Alvarez. And yet Man City had him on the bench for someone like Holland. So they don't need like another striker to replace him in case something happens because they have so much quality that just has such a low chance of disappointing.
But clearly there's something there for him to.
And even then,
come
even
off
if
the
both of them
bench.
get injured, I think we're forgetting that the season after Aguero left, De Bruyne had to play as a false 9 for most of the season. And even him as a midfielder, he managed to bang in 17 goals during the
But
season.
you have to look at the team built around De Bruyne too. I personally think
Well,
this
good
this
teams.
has a Brazilian bias. You know, he did knock us out of the world. He did bounce us in 2018. He
That was
bounced
more
us.
like Eden
Have you
Hazard.
seen his
De Bruyne-
beautiful no-look passes?
De Bruyne is a great player, and I'm not denying that.
Look, I hate
But
to
when
admit-
you're winning Premier League Player of the Season every single year, I need to see more out of him. His numbers shouldn't justify.
De Bruyne's
him
been the
winning.
best player in the Prem for the past 3 years.
He's been the most consistent. It does not mean he's been the best.
I don't
You know
think
who's
so.
also been consistent?
He is top 5 in the world. Absolutely. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I think that this makes a great transition to the music scene right now. So I think
I
now you can.
Damn, he said fuck off.
All right, guys.